Hello, Internet. My name is Jeffrey Bearden, and I am the son of Debbie Collier. I'm coming to you today because I need your help. I know that previously I had asked for privacy in this situation to be able to navigate my grief. However, today I need your help with something specific, and I'm in desperate need. I'm asking all of you to please share this video because publicly I want to ask for two things. First, Habersham County Sheriff Joey Terrell, I'm asking you to publicly apologize to my family and most importantly to my mother for laughing at our circumstance and disrespecting me at my lowest point in life, especially since I asked you to stop laughing and you continued anyways. Second, I'm also asking and pushing for Sheriff Terrell to publicly resign from his elected position as he has demonstrated a distinct lack of empathy that leaves me unsettled in his office's abilities to investigate my mother's personal and deliberate death and to prevent any further leaks coming out of his office. I have filed complaints with the Habersham County Sheriff's Office, the GBI, the FBI, Senator Bo Hatchett's office, and Georgia Senators Warnock and Ossoff regarding his behavior. But today, I'm coming to you as a son who desperately wants justice and needs answers. I never, ever want another victim's family to have to go through this experience and then be laughed at by the sheriff who's leading their loved one's homicide investigation. My family deserves better, the people of Habersham County deserve better, and most importantly, my mother deserves better than a snickering sheriff. Thank you all so much for your continued support and love. It's keeping me going in this fight. I hope to update you all soon.
We're all trying to piece it together, and I'm asking again for help because my mom deserves justice.
The last time we heard from the Habersham County Sheriff's Office was on September 30th.
We believe that this act was deliberate and partial.
It doesn't make sense to me why my mom was in Clayton, Georgia, especially that there was a Dollar General that she frequently visited that was less than a mile from her home. I mean, we have tarps at the house. I found about 20 to 30 reusable bags at my mom's house.
Something else caught Bearden's eye.
I've never seen my mom wear shorts in the last 5 years of her life.
So you're questioning if that was even your mom in that video?
Absolutely. Yeah, I am. I have a lot of concern. I do not think my sister has the capacity to hurt my mom. She was my mom's lifeline. But I don't trust the people that my sister hangs out with, and that's my concern. I've never seen my mom Venmo that large of an amount of money.
There's one thing Bearden made very clear.
I am not going to stop until you are in jail or you're on death row. Yeah, so my family, I'm not going to lie, we're not doing great by any means. I think the last 2 months of our lives have been very surreal. We've been put in different circumstances, situations that we could have never imagined. We've been followed, we've been photographed, we've been drugged through the ringer online, critiqued for every action or inaction or anything in our history, speaking out or not speaking out. And, I'm here today because, I want people to know that I feel like my family is being stripped of some part of a chance to grieve collectively. And I think my family is really just here wanting to, try to get answers for my mom and seek some kind of justice and, try to keep the focus on her investigation, especially given everything that's just been going on recently. So, yeah, my mom is definitely a Georgia Bulldog fan. Go Dogs. My mom was an even bigger Alabama fan, to be honest with you. I think that day is something that even I'm left with a lot of questions, something I wish I could tell you more about. I can tell you that my mom was someone who historically took her Saturdays to, work half days at her job, run errands for the week, like grocery shopping, just things in town, or she would be resting and relaxing at home from a long work week. where she would like to, invite people over, watch TV, watch a movie, have a meal, be with her husband, be with her friends and her children. So it's something that's still kind of haunting my family to this day. I've only really been in communication with one investigator consistently throughout the entire time, and that was usually because that was something that I prompted. And then, I recently had an exchange with the sheriff. I had a phone call with him, just trying to express some concerns. The phone call, unfortunately, was unpleasant and a bit unprofessional. And I'm still honestly at this point waiting for a response from a formal complaint that I filed after that conversation last week. Part of my complaint was during the phone call that I had with the sheriff, Mr. Joey Terrell, I was expressing some concerns for the way in which communication has occurred during the investigation, which, I want people to know I'm trying to be very realistic here, and I understand that, you're not always going to be privy to everything, but I was trying to express some of the concerns about the way in which information was being released, some leaks of information that was being given out to the public before the family, based on some reporting and some reporters that I've talked to who said that they got it from law enforcement. And I also wanted to address, what steps have been taken by his office, and then if any, and then what steps could be taken. And then I followed it up and just let them know that I did not feel like he was able to empathize with the situation or offer any kind of action. He just denied, and I was hoping for some kind of resolution on that. I want to know why such a large amount. I want to know who they are still. That she was, she referred to someone as who, or they, excuse me, and who they are. And it's hard to, still be at this point and still be asking for help and trying to get that kind of basic information that I thought at this point, there would be something a little bit more that could be shared. This is a homicide, based on, the discussions that I've had with law enforcement. But then again, with how long everything has gone on, some of the decisions that have been made, and then some of the recent, engagements and lack of communication, it's hard to know even what is happening or what could have happened at this point. I don't, again, want to be a hypocrite and say that my family and I are not prepared for anything at this point, just given how life has gone over the last 2 months for us. But, I still, what I know and what I know of my mother, it still just doesn't make sense for her to be out there. And so, I think as someone as a concerned son, I'm still scared that she she entered into something that she didn't know she was entering into, and something bad happened.
Thank you so much for watching, and do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave us a comment below on your thoughts of this video. And until next time, this is UnJustified.